Hello, everybody. Hello. How are you? Listen, today's video, I want to talk about, or I'll ask the question, did the narcissist change, or is the new supply the new victim? That's the question. So, most of us always think, we all tend to think that when the narcissists, when we leave them or they leave us, whenever the discard happens, we tend to believe that the narc changed for the new supply. Yes, yeah, you thought that. I thought it. No, I didn't. And the answer is emphatically yes, they did change. You thought I was going to say no. They absolutely did change. They changed for the worse, just like they did with you. When you met the narc, they had just got finished destroying someone else before you, or at least trying to. You came into the picture. You were the new victim. That's it. You were the new supply. You were the new victim. Now they have gone on. Did they change? Yes, they changed. They changed for the worse. A narcissist is always going to get worse as they get older. Excuse me, that's just by default. A narcissist does not think in a direction of becoming less toxic. A narcissist is always thriving to do more damage to everybody that they come into contact with. That is their main function. That is the one thing that a narcissist does well, if you will. That is the one thing that they do well. They consistently treat people worse as they age, as they get older. So do they change? Yes, they absolutely do change. Is the new supply the new victim? You better bet your bottom dollar that they are the new victim. Listen, people, we tend to think that somehow somebody was able to convince the narcissist, the devil, to not be wicked, to not be cruel, to not do things that you're ashamed of speaking about. They are not capable. They're not capable of holding that together. They're not. And the reason that I challenge them all, I challenge every narcissist on this, to try to do something that isn't hateful, that isn't spiteful, to try to live your life in a clean manner, to try to live your life in a way where you don't lie, steal, cheat, manipulate. I challenge every narcissist that is watching this video, because I know you watch. Why do they watch? Guys, they watch because they have to get better at what they're doing. They have to. Because that same old, meet somebody, mirror them at the beginning, and then run off to try to tear their soul apart, it's not working anymore, people. As you guys watch my videos, I already know. I can see by the comments, I can see the healing that's taking place. I can see that people are now watching. People are now watching that narcissist. They're not just letting people just get away with the craziness. They're checking them. People are now checking their narcissists. People are now holding their narcissists accountable. So I can see it. They're definitely watching people. They are watching every video. They get in the comments as well because people, they're watching your comments and they're scared. Y'all, right now, you guys have the narcs scared to death. They are scared to death. They do not understand that, well, they do understand now that they have to go about this thing differently. That's why now, people, that's why now the gym memberships everywhere. They're just off the chart. If you open a gym, you cannot lose. That's the best business that you can invest in right now over any other business. Simply because every single narcissist realizes they got to step their game way up. They're getting more creative. Naturally, they're in the gym, but they're also doing everything they can to make more money. They're doing everything that they can to be more influential because the narcissist realizes we're on their tails. We're on them. Every day we're beating them down. Every day we're bringing new information. Every day we're showing how to crack the code of narcissism, how to see a narc, how to be able to tell you're dealing with a narc from the first conversation. First conversation, people, you know something, and that's something else I want to tell you guys as a bonus in this video. Lots of people inbox me or message me about how do you know you're speaking or how can you see a narc in the first conversation. Have a 2-hour conversation with a narc. Have a 2-hour conversation. In that conversation, they're going to give you very clear signs. They're going to talk about their childhood and what happened to them. They're going to talk about something that happened to them in their childhood somewhere. They may not give you the whole thing, but they're going to talk about that. They're going to victimize themselves. They're going to show you and make themselves a victim in their first conversation. They're not going to necessarily do it in a way where they're saying, please feel sorry for me, but they're doing it subtly. Okay, that's one thing they're going to do. Another way you can find out if a person is a narcissist, people, ask them details. Ask for details. Ask for details about love. When they tell you their definition or they'd like to be in a great relationship, a good relationship, ask them to define it. A narcissist is a surface dweller. They're dwelling on the surface. They're not going to go into details about a topic like that. They're not going to go into details about love. They're not going to go into details about having a beautiful relationship. They're not going to go into details. They're going to mirror you. That's it. That's it. They're going to give you some type of excuse or give you something like, well, you'll have to learn. You'll have to find that out by dealing with me. They're not going to give you answers. They're not going to go into deep details. They're not going to deep dive with you. They're not going to do it. That's one of the ways. That's one of the sure ways that you're going to see this person is a narcissist from the very first conversation when they're not able to give you intricate details about a loving relationship, about what love is, about things that matter the most and why. They're not they're surface dwellers. They're not able to give you that kind of, they're just not going to be able to bring that out because it's not in them. They're not going to give you details because those are not details that they have. They're not, so you're going to find yourself just time and time again trying to figure it out, wow, you know what? I asked that person, what to define love, to define marriage, define a husband, define wife. Ask questions that need depth, a meaningful conversation. You'll see they are surface dwellers. And everything with them is going to be basically superficial. They'll give you details about how some people hurt them. Yeah, they can do that because they have mastered hurting people. But when it comes to loving people, ask for details about that. And the narcissist will show you that that is not who they are. Okay? Listen, that's my video, people. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments. I'd like for you to like, share, comment, subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. It's right down there. Okay? Thanks for the family who has supported the channel. I appreciate you guys. Love you very much. And we got a lot of big things coming up in the new year. So stay tuned. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram. I have a whole new series that I'm doing on Instagram. Also, you go on Facebook and you can join my Facebook group. It's Narcissist Anonymous 101, the Empath Tribe. I'm also on TikTok. I drop a nugget on there, usually a couple of times a week. If you guys need coaching, one-on-one coaching, definitely can inbox me on Facebook or Instagram. I'll send you a copy of my calendar. And I think that's just about it. There you go. Have a great one.